ladies and gentlemen. I think I have to skip also many slides because I'm the last presenter here, so some slides are already being mentioned by the presenters. In particular, I would like to introduce to you all the new established government institution. It's called Indonesia State Fund for Palm Oil, which was established 4 or 5 months ago. So this is the institution which mainly supported by the stakeholders how to support the sustainable palm oil for Indonesia. So 4 months ago, this new institution has been started to support. In particular, the first priority is to reactivate the program of Biofuels. Been mentioned already by Paulus that we have successfully implemented this B15 since August 2015. So this program actually has been in 2008, but due to the unavailability of the subsidy in the early of this year, so the program is just stopped probably from March to August, and now we are in the full speed to reach the target for biodiesel implementation. So this is the government institution. I will make sure the CPO fund. So there are some use for this fund. The first is of course for the human resource development. We are also supporting the research and development for palm oil. We are not supporting the biodiesel implementation, but also we will be supporting also the other use of the sustainable bioenergy from palm oil. So those all are coming from palm oil. We will be very soon to have the implementation of replanting. Palm oil in Indonesia has been in place since the early of 90s, of the late of 80s. So now is the age to have the new plantation there. For the corporate, probably this is not so difficult because they have managed the fund for replanting. But for the farmer, it will be a big problem. We have almost 50% of the all use of the palm oil oils by the farmer. So we provide the support for replanting. We will also put some programs on facilitating how that the palm oil will be much more sustainable in the future for implementation of the country. So those are, the first is we will be supporting the biodiesel for implementation as the new market for us. Being mentioned earlier that the production is already more than 30 million metric ton per year. Domestic use of our palm oil is probably around 7 or 8 million ton, and the rest goes for the export. And this production is by year is increased. So we have to find a new solution how to combine the issue of energy, how to combine the issue of green energy, sustainability, also the new market for palm oil. Some support, as I mentioned, the support for the biodiesel, the support for the research. I will mention to you some of the facts of our support recently on the research. We will also providing the support on the promotion to discuss how to develop the issue of sustainable palm oil. So we improve the utilization of palm oil for renewable energy, particularly biofuel. Of course, there are also other implementation, not only for palm oil. Beyond palm oil, we can produce also the biofuel, of course, with the new advanced technology. We are currently supporting some research and development for palm oil-based bioenergy. We have already almost 250 proposals coming to us for research, and now we are in the process of contracting. The next week we will have a new contract of 15 projects for research and development of palm oil, in which around 8 to 9 proposals would be in bioenergy. So this fund will support how to develop new technology, how to implement also the new technology, bring it into the market. I will skip this, but the first thing I would like to mention here that we have quite long experience in biodiesel. There are a lot of regulation has been published by the government. It's not because we don't have good regulation, but because this very dynamic issues, including the price, including the subsidy, including the feedstock. So almost every year we launch, we publish the new regulation how to promote this green energy. And the last is this year we are increasing the mandate from B10 to B15. So in our strategy, B15 is actually the intermediate from B10 to B20. So that's why it's only 6 to 7 months in implementation, because the government since 5 years ago has been planned to have B15 directly go to B20. But from the result of our road test, many suggesting to us that it's better to have the B15 before we go to B16 in 2016. So Indonesia will be probably the first country in the world to have B20 in 2016. So we have done many preparations so far to have B20 in implementation. For example, we see the feedstock. Next year probably we will have around 34 million metric ton of the palm oil. And if we use B20, we will use around 20% of the palm oil. So if you are going to ask whether this will disturb of the food security, for example, I think this data will give the evidence for us, for you also, that how far the biodiesel also will affect the food security. For example, in 2020, when we put B30 at the time, we only use around 25-26% of our production, in which at the time it will be 40 million metric ton. Why did the government put this policy regulation to subsidy? Palm oil is controlling around 70 to 75% in terms of the production cost of the biodiesel.